Hey, what's up? Hank here. Here's the video. So I shot one earlier today and it failed because my head was chopped off. But I want to shoot this video about changing your state. I think the most important thing that you can learn how to do is change your state. Specifically, I'll talk about depression today. I had a friend who said, Hank, can you tell me how to end depression? And I think I can. So this one's for you and anybody else out there who suffers from depression from time to time. All people do. Emotions are up and down. So the first thing to learn about states, and I'll show you this right here, is what is the state that we're in. State is our being at any given moment, our emotions. So right now I'm sitting in a type of depressed state. And we think about depression, how it typically works is people tend to be hunched over, they box themselves in. You ask someone who's depressed, how do you feel? I feel heavy, I feel boxed in. So basically, you can see somebody who's depressed. They're very closed in, and they're very quiet, and they're very down. And what happens is that we have three portions of our being, essentially our internal computation, our internal state, and our external behavior, or our mind, our emotions, and our experience. And a person who is in depression typically is thinking negative thoughts with their internal computation, with their mind. They're thinking about past experiences, failures that can't be changed, and it brings up a lot of pain, it brings up depression, creates a sense of failure. And then they're boxed in, so their external behavior, their body is very closed in, feels very tight, feels very heavy, which in turn constricts blood flow, constricts oxygen, constricts breathing, and it makes it difficult for the heart to beat properly, it makes it difficult for blood to get to the extremities, it makes it difficult to take in full breaths of oxygen. Sometimes when you're depressed, I know for me when I was really depressed and suicidal, I would forget to breathe until I had to. So these things really create that state. And it's a type of ritual that someone does. You can ask someone who's depressed. You can look at them and you can see how they get in this state. And I can do it right now. I can sit right here while I'm shooting this video for you guys. And I can be in a very depressed state. Very sad. I can think about my failures of the past. I can think about all the drug addiction. I can think about the homelessness, all the money I've spent, the bad relationships, my friend dying. And I can really focus on it, and I can bring up the negative emotions that I've associated with it in the past. And it hurts, and it makes you feel depressed, and this is how I lived for a very long time, so I understand. Or I could learn how to change my state by changing one of these three systems, the internal computation, the internal state, and the external behavior, because they're kind of a chain, and when one changes, it affects the other two. So let's say I wanted to get out of this state of depression, what would I do? Well, I might start thinking about something that makes me happy, like the day that I decided I was never going to work for somebody again. I might think about the day that I decided that I was going to quit drugs no matter what it took. I might think about the day that I knew I was worth more, that I knew that I deserved it, that I knew that I could help people with their problems, with their issues. I don't even like the word problem. I might start thinking about different things. You can see as I start thinking about these things, my head naturally starts to come up, and that was just not even in my awareness or my control. I might also decide to sit up straight, put my shoulders back, and think of a state of confidence, somebody I know who's confident. Imagine what they feel like, their beliefs. Breathe deeply. Allow my blood flow to give oxygen to my body and my heart, and let my lungs fill with air. Might start thinking of thoughts of power, right? Squeeze that, get that energy flowing, do some movement. And I don't know how high you can see it, but I might even stand up. Instead of sitting down, boxed in for that external behavior. I might do a little dance. I could do jumping jacks, I could go for a walk, whatever it is. And change my external behavior, my internal computation, my thinking, start thinking of thoughts of prosperity, of wealth, of abundance, traveling the world, doing all the things you want to do. Or my internal state, my sense of love and my emotion for humanity, for you, for everybody. The reason that I shoot these videos so that I can inspire and create something magical that changes lives. And take deep breaths and breathe out. And I create a new ritual for my life that allows me to pull myself out of fits of depression or anxieties or fears, and allows me to move forward in life just like you can. And you can even model after the ritual that you just watched me do. And we can literally do this in a matter of seconds. We can go from a very depressed state, a sad state of longing for changing the past, which is impossible, to suddenly jumping up vibrant with life. And then, my next recommendation, grab a piece of paper and start writing affirmations in relation to your different senses. I feel great. I see things clearly. I hear the vibrancy of life. And what happens is you get yourself out of your head, and then you start using, in my opinion, the most powerful representational system, language. It's like magic. You see, back in the day, language, people that knew language, that could influence and persuade with language, they were magicians. Because with language, you can change a person's life in an instant. In 1 second, literally, you could be watching this film, suffering from depression and struggle, and through listening to my words and allowing them to go deep inside of you, it could change your life forever. You could suddenly realize that you're meant for more, that you're worth it, that you're amazing, and that you can do anything, and that you're loved, and that people care about you, and that you're a genuinely good person, and that the past does not equal the future, and that nothing matters except for right here and now, and that at any moment you can rise up inside and decide that you will begin a new life, and you will greet each day with love in your heart. Because if I can do it, you can do it. Because I was in a very low down place, and I decided to pick myself up, and I fixed the broken pieces of my life, and now I am here with full confidence that my abilities can help you change your life too. So that's why I shoot these videos, because I know how hard it can get. I know pain, I know struggle, and it's tough. But when somebody genuinely cares about you and wants to help you and believes in you, it can change everything for you. Because that's what happened to me. A little less than 4 years ago, my mentor helped me change my life. And I want to do the same thing for you. So I encourage you to use this technique to pull yourself out of negative states. And that if you truly want to begin a new life right now, and you want change, I encourage you to go to freedomwithhank.com or click the link around this video somewhere. And I want you to believe in yourself, because I believe in you. Have a great day.